Okay, so the very first thing that I do when I'm planning out my content is obviously figuring out what content I'm going to be filming. And there's a couple of ways that I do this. So what I always personally do is I have a Google document. I'll show you guys like a little preview of my Google document of some videos that I filmed before. And in this Google document, it's actually what I'm looking at right now because I have my points for this video in my Google Drive document. I go through that document and I write down any video ideas that I have. I'll write down like the title of the video, so the main point of the video, and then underneath that in smaller text, I'll usually put a quick description of like what I want to talk about in the video or what I want to show in the video. And then when I get closer to filming, I kind of go more in depth and write down like actual points I want to talk about. So what I do is whenever I get video ideas, I go into that Google document, I write it down there, or I also go into the notes section of my phone and I write down my video ideas there. Now, if you are struggling on how to come up with video ideas, I have a video on my channel on how to come up with content ideas. Go and check out that video. I'll put it in the cards above. I don't know what side it is. I'll also put it in the description box. Next thing that you want to think about is what is your goal for posting and your goals for growth. So what I mean by this is you want to figure out how many times do you want to be posting a month on YouTube. Maybe with your current schedule you can only post once a month. So that's what you want to advertise to your community, that I'm going to be posting on YouTube once a month. Like, go through your schedule, go through your time, go through your content ideas, and figure out what your goals for posting are so that you can hold yourself accountable to them. So you want to figure out what your goals are, not only for how much you want to post, but also for your numbers. Where do you want to grow to? What is your goal? It doesn't necessarily have to be your end goal. And even if your goal is to get 1 million subscribers, let's just say that's what your end goal is, you want to break that down into smaller goals. So let's say right now you have 100 subscribers. Your next goal could be maybe 200. Then your next goal is 500. Then your next goal could be 750, then 1,000, and so on and so forth. So you want to figure out what your goals are for growth and also what your goals are for posting. And I find that that's just going to help you to keep on track with your content. And if you have a calendar, you can also write it down and be like, okay, on every Friday in my calendar, I'm going to write post on YouTube. Physically, like on my calendar. You can also put it on your phone and put a reminder on your phone that on every Friday I'm going to post on YouTube. And then, I don't know, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday I'm gonna post on Instagram because I want to post on Instagram 3 times a week. That is really helpful as well. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to look through your schedule and you want to dedicate days and times that you are going to use for filming content. Now, as your schedule gets a little bit busier, you might just have to squeeze in time where you can find it. But if you have a bit more flexibility with your schedule, actually dedicating a day and times to film is so helpful because then you have a little bit more structure instead of kind of just filming whenever. So if you know that maybe on Tuesdays you work until 2 p.m. and then you don't have anything else to do throughout the rest of the day, if you don't have plans, then you know that, okay, on Tuesdays from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. I'm going to dedicate that to filming YouTube videos, taking Instagram photos, filming TikTok content, whatever your content is. Dedicating times and days for filming just helps you to be a lot more organized. Then the next thing that really helps me as well is to check off your video ideas as you complete them. I personally love making a good to-do list and checking them off. I don't know, something about just ticking that off makes me feel really accomplished. And it also helps you to track your progress. not just about how you feel. It's also just about tracking your progress and helping you to stay organized and helping you to stick to your plan. Now, obviously you can veer off from your plan a little bit. It's not like, okay, you said you're gonna post 3 times and you only posted twice. Now your YouTube career is over. No, it's not like that. The plan helps you to stay organized. So you've written down your video ideas. As you film and edit and upload them, take them off of your list, whether you wrote your list down or it's done digitally on your computer or whatever. Check it off as you go so that as you're planning and organizing your content, you can go through and see what you've actually completed and what is still left to be done. And then I kind of mentioned this already before, but one thing that can help you to plan out future content as well is to kind of see how your audience is engaging to different types of content. If you notice that when you post a certain type of video, your audience seems to love it, and another type of content, they don't really love it as much, obviously you don't want to only post what is getting good views. You want to post what you're genuinely passionate about. And so if the videos that don't get views, you are passionate about those videos and you love them, continue to post them regardless of whether they're getting good views now, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. And also don't just base your success off of views as well. But if you notice that your audience is engaging with a certain type of content more than another, that's also an opportunity for you to engage with your audience. Do a poll, do a questionnaire, maybe go on YouTube Live, go on Instagram Live, and ask your audience. I notice that you guys really love it when I post my day in the life vlogs. What is your favorite thing about my day in the life vlogs? What is your favorite part of that content? What do you love about those videos? And maybe you'll find out that your audience loves the way that you edit your vlogs as opposed to the way that you edit a different type of video, and they just find it more interesting. Then you can incorporate that editing style into the other videos as well. And so monitoring your growth and seeing how your audience is responding to your content is a really, really good way to plan and organize your future content. Alright guys, my camera is definitely dying, but I have one last point, is that you want to go back and you want to monitor your growth and you want to make adjustments as you're going. So just like in my video on how I plan and organize my life, at the end of the month, I look back and I see what I finished, what I accomplished, and what I didn't get done. You want to do the same thing with your content. And that's why I said you want to have goals for growth. So you want to have goals for your numbers, how many subscribers, how many followers you want to have, and you also want to have goals for posting. So you want to post 2-3 times a week. You want to have both of those goals. You want to write them down, and as you are filming the video ideas that you've listed off, as you are posting on Instagram, posting on YouTube, you want to keep track of that. So on your calendar, let's say you want to, like I said, if you want to post on Friday, on YouTube and Instagram, then on your calendar, on every Friday of the month, you're going to write post on YouTube and Instagram, post on YouTube and Instagram. And as you're doing that, as you are posting on Fridays, you're going to check it off. The video ideas that you've written down, as you film them, you edit and you upload them, you want to check them off. That way at the end of the month, you can look back on your calendar, you can look back at your video ideas list, and you can see what you've actually been able to do. What you've actually been able to do. And this helps you to kind of adjust your goals for the next month. Because let's say you made like these big hefty goals and your schedule was just too busy and you couldn't do everything that you listed down. That's fine. It's fine not to get everything that you wanted to get done. We're human. Things happen. We can't always do everything that we said we wanted to do, but that information is going to help you now in the next month when you're planning your future content. Let's say before you told yourself you want to post on TikTok every day and your schedule just didn't allow it. Maybe for next month, instead of your goal being every day, it should be every other day, or it should be 4 times a week, let's say. And so looking back at your goals, looking back at what you were actually able to accomplish, how many times you actually posted a YouTube video, how many times you actually posted on Instagram. That information is so valuable because it's going to help you when planning your future content, when planning your future video ideas. So write everything down. This is why I say write everything down, so that you can clearly see what you've been able to finish, what you've been able to accomplish. Anyways guys, so these are all of my tips for today's video. I can definitely do more. I feel like I can definitely think of more tips. This is just what I had written down here for now, and I feel like this video is long enough. I don't like these videos to be too long, so I can definitely do a part 2 if you guys are interested. But these are my tips of how I plan and organize my content. I'm just realizing now there's literally so much more because I also post on different platforms. So if you guys want to see how I like divide my content by platform, as in like how I plan for Instagram, how I plan for TikTok, how I plan for YouTube, because those are all different platforms. If you guys want to know about that as well, let me know and I can definitely do those videos too. But this was just a general idea of how I plan and organize my content. I hope that these tips, as always, have helped you guys. If you have any questions, if you have any video requests, leave them down in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as possible. I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day or evening, whatever time this is. I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.